Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla. Yes, Qapla, and welcome to BedLife for Monday, October 7th, 2019. A very unusual day here in the Birdo Prey 5 household, because Mama Prey was actually out for most of the day. She had to meet up with Sister O'Prey in New York City proper, Manhattan. Not a place she enjoys going. Like Mama Prey, I never liked the city. Neither did Mama Prey, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Luckily, Camille was off today, so Camille was with me all morning. Me and Sassy. So we were in good hands. But Mama Prey is a bit exhausted, a unusual day out for her. So, Qapla. That's what's going on here. Thomas Potts was first. Welcome, Thomas Potts. And Thomas Potts was also first with a super chat. A $1.99 super chat from Thomas Potts. The moon is very boring on space engineers. Well, Thomas, I find that hard to believe, since the alpacas are probably the most experienced team on space engineers. Surely it can't be that boring. Maybe you just haven't found anything of value yet. Shronemore says, greetings, Birdo Prey 5. Greetings, Shronemore. Azine says, hello there. Welcome, Azine. Another loyal Kurogan. Shronemore says first. Not quite. 47 Yorktown says, hi, Mr. Bird. Hello, 47 Yorktown. Welcome to the stream. Shomor says, greetings, Mama Prey 5 and fellow nerds. She is waving. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. John Araki, Qapla. Derek McManus says, Mr. Bird, we have been waiting for you. Yeah, I was about to go on earlier, but Rambling Canuck went on, and I haven't seen the stream. He hasn't streamed, I don't think, in a while. I haven't been to one of his streams, unfortunately, in a while, because the last times he did stream, it was just at the one wrong time of day when I just can't be on. But I was happy to get to his stream today. He went on a road trip. He had some unfortunate car trouble. And he reminded me that his daughter shares the birthday with me. Or really, since she was born after me, has stolen my birthday, which is coming up in a few weeks, well, next month. And I do not like sharing my birthday with other people. And Anti-Trekker was there. Anti-Trekker came to the stream, too. So it was a good stream. It gave me a chance to have a little late lunch, and so here I am. No worse for the wear. I hope nobody minded the delay. And you should be, if you should be subscribed to Rambling Canuck, because if I'm not on, maybe he's on. Sharon Moore says, and greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushion, and scourge of the squirrels, and fan of the jerky. Yes, the PETA, people eating tasty animals, PETA jerky came today that I purchased at Anti-Trekker's recommendation. Sassy is a big fan of the dog jerky, and I bought my Derek McManus puts in a €2 super chat. Thank you, Derek McManus. I demand you sing Danny Boy. Oh, Mama Praise already. I will try to get that in a little later, Derek. Give me a little bit to catch up. This is prime rib flavored beef jerky. Oh, Sassy's looking at, no, Sassy, this is for me, not for you. She doesn't understand the difference. You might see a beagle come jumping in front of the camera. If you do, call an ambulance. No, baby. Well, I'm not going to eat it now. But a little later, Sassy's going to get a piece of her jerky. Oh, you wish you could see her. She's standing up. She's putting her little paws up. But later on the stream, I'm going to try jerky for the very first time in my entire life. I have never had jerky of any kind, beef jerky or otherwise. Anti-Tricker highly recommended the prime rib. We'll see. Now, I caution you that just because I don't like it, if I don't like it, it doesn't mean that it's bad jerky. I've never been, I've seen jerky. I was like, why would anyone want to eat hard meat? Well, yeah, I mean, it's not for me.
Take it back. Throw it behind you.
Okay.
So she'll go on camera.
Okay, so we got a piece of Sassy's jerky. Here's Sassy. Go get it. There's Sassy on camera. Eating her lovely, lovely, delicious Sassy jerky. But yeah, better take it so I don't eat it accidentally. That's a good idea. No, that's it, baby. Just the one piece. She still wants more. Anyway, when I do try the jerky a little bit later, I'm afraid I might recoil. I don't know. I've never had jerky before in my life. I don't think that you should take that as any type of, that this is bad jerky. From all accounts, everybody says it's very good jerky. I just might not be a jerky person. Sassy is staring at me. I'm getting the stare down. Oh, she's so excited. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Okay, you know what? I'm going to eat the jerky now because this is killing her. I'll eat the jerky and Mama Prey can take the jerky back into the kitchen. She's standing on her legs. Her hind legs, obviously. This is so unfair to Sassy. I don't know if I can give her. We should read the ingredients. Qapla style prime rib flavored beef jerky. And this is from Beef Jerky Outlet. And I will put in a link. In fact, do I have the link? Oh, poor Sassy. She's staring at this thing. Now she's going to start crying. Beef. Beef jerky. Okay, Beef Jerky Outlet. Use this link if you'd like it. It is I can attest that the dog jerky is excellent. Like I said, but that's Sassy. Sassy's a big fan. Whether or not I like the human jerky, we'll see. We'll see. Ingredients: beef. That's good. Soy sauce. That's not good. Water. Prime rib seasoning. Worcester sauce. Worcester sauce. Worcester? Worcestershire? It says Worcester. This is W-O. Worcester. Anyway, that stuff that I think South Park switched for embalming fluid. Okay, you know what? Maybe it's not so good we read the ingredients. Sassy's not happy. Try to open this. Come on. Fumbling around. There we go. We should get a scent Oh my God. I'll be honest. It smells amazing. It smells like a freshly cooked steak. You want to take a whiff? You'll be off camera. Good smell. Sassy. I can feel Sassy at the bed. No, I'm not going to give her this. She's got her own. This is it. We're going in. No. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh.
Can I remove this?
Yeah.
You're not a fan.
I am not a jerky fan. I am so sorry. But it smells delicious. But my body rejects the jerky. I am...
That's it. No more.
Oh my God. The initial flavor was delicious. The texture didn't go with the flavor. It was still this little piece still in my mouth. It tastes a little like chemical. See, can you see her? Can they see her? Her face was right here. Oh, yeah, take this. Yeah, I can't throw that out. Well, I guess jerky's not for me. I apologize to whoever's brother that was. Like I said, it's no indictment of the jerky. I'm just not a jerky. I'm just not a jerky sort of guy. Bird ate Kurdistani jerky. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Anyway, let me get back to the chats. But Sassy, yeah. Do an extra bottle of water. Anyway, let me get back to the chats. Hector says hashtag stay sassy. Carlo Albanese says hi, welcome Carlo. Life with Matthew says Qapla, bird of prey and all. Qapla, life with Matthew. Derek says, Mr. Bird, we've been waiting for you. You said it twice. You said that earlier, a minute before too. Welcome again. Thank you again, Derek. Sharonmore says alpaca. John Araki, hashtag free Apu. Another episode went by last night. I don't think Apu was in it. It was a very boring episode. I stopped watching it, but I didn't see any opportunities for Apu in The Simpsons from last night. Sharonmore says, remember the alpaca mo. Carlo liked it. Thank you, Carlo. Derek says, I demand the sash my father wore. Alexander Brooks is on mute in some lame-ass aviation safety class. Just wanted to say hello and show support. On mute. Okay, we said it twice. Thank you, Alexander. I know it's probably YouTube putting it twice. Thank you, and I hope your boring aviation safety class gets less boring. John Araki, hashtag free Mama Pray. Well, she was free today. Cinnabon Bunny says, hello, alpacas. Derek McManus says, also the star of the County Down. The County Down. And my local tune, Danny Boy, says Derek. Agner says, you should fire your director of photography. You look blue. Did I look blue? I'm sorry. Do I look blue now? I don't think I look blue. I mean, I have a blue sheet in the back. Thomas Potts says we landed on the moon, nothing special. Maybe just nobody there to meet you. Actor says, and the brightness varies. Are we talking in the photos at the beginning of the stream or right now? Or like in the video? I don't know. I'm a ways behind. Chris M, hello, evil dictator. Welcome, Chris M, my arch nemesis from Turkestan, which I was looking for. Karoga made it to Turkestan today. I used my first jump drive in a small warship. Was flying around Turkestan for a while. Couldn't find anybody. All the turds were hiding. So I jumped back to Karoga without incident. The turds were saying they were getting a little upset that they felt that the Karogans weren't really giving them an opportunity to fight. But hey, I showed up. There was nobody around. You know where the Karogans are anytime you want to come down. When we're there, we'll give you a fight. We come to you, there's nobody home. So, I don't know what you want. Alexander Brooks clicked like. Thank you, Alexander. Shromore says the yellow cake uranium orphans of Karoga have not been forgotten. Their cruel death at the hands of evil Turkestani bombing shall be avenged. Indeed. Shromore says remember to switch to live chat. I did you? Actor says TYCUOOC shall be avenged. Thank you, Actor. Shronmore says you're coming through 5x5. Thank you, Shronmore. And then Derek put in his €2 super chat for Danny Boy, which I will get to. Live with Matthew says, so you agree with Borders from the Orville when it comes to birthday sharing? I do not like sharing birthday. Derek says, Rambling Canuck is a fine fellow, indeed. Mike Richards, today is my rebirthday. My heart transplant is 14 years old. Wasn't that yesterday? But either way, congratulations again. On your heart transplant, and that you've made it 14 years. I hope you make it another 64 years, or more if it's appropriate. Not Ryan Johnson says hello in Qapla. No singing, please. My ears are still trying to recover. And yeah, yesterday's stream, by the way, if you want it for some reason, I had to delete it from this account, but it is on the Birdo Prey 5X account. And it is also on my BitChute, and just in case YouTube takes it down. Not Ryan Johnson says a happy rebirthday to Mike Richards. Joseph! Joseph says, hi, Joe, Mamo Pray, Sassy, and the flock. Welcome, Joseph. And the flock. Mike Richards says, thanks. Derek says pounds sterling, not euros, Joe. Oh, I'm so sorry, Derek. You're right. £2 sterling. Much better. Much better. I'm not getting political. It's just worth more. You know, it's just a fact. So thank you. Where are we? Azine says, bird of prey, hard meat, you say. Oh my. Yeah. I realized it once I said it. Thomas Potts says, you're going to eat dog jerky. No. Derek says, jerky is fine, but it's a snack. It won't fill you up. Well, it certainly won't fill me up because I won't eat it, apparently. Not Ryan Johnson says, it's alpaca jerky, Sassy. Run away. I don't think she'd mind. Derek McManus says, greetings to Azine. Chris M says, Bird, you put the jerky in jerky. Mike Richards is official. Bird is not a jerky person. Yeah. Azine says, ask Derek McManus how he is. I put in the jerky link. Derek McManus is all good here. Hope you're okay too. Azine says, yes, thanks. Okay, I'm not going to read the conversations between people. Derek McManus says, Bird is getting sponsorship. He's made it. No, wasn't a sponsorship. And if it was the lost. I lost it. Shronmore says, it's like the scene in Jaws where Brody was chumping in the water. We're going to need a bigger strip of jerky. Carlo Albanese says, no one can ever pronounce that sauce. I agree. Dan23 says, hi, welcome Dan23. Epic Beard says, hey nerds, welcome Epic. Dan23 says, no one knows how hot dogs are made, just enjoy the delicious taste. I'll enjoy a delicious hot dog, but I don't know about that jerky. Derek McManus says, human jerky, made from real humans. No, made for humans. Carlo Albanese says, hot dog. Yeah, I could go for a good corn dog. That's like the best of both worlds. Derek says, bird, just take it in your mouth. I did, but I wouldn't go past. Zine says, bird of prey. As a Brit, I can say Mama Prey pronounces Worcester right. Worcestershire right. How do you get Worcestershire? There's no S. Well, there is an S, but not where it's supposed to be. Mr. Miles says first. Dan23 says, I had the new Cadbury's chocolate bar when I was in orange flavor today. So I was smelling orange. It was nice to eat. Cadbury chocolate bar. Interesting. Derek says second. Mr. Miles says, did someone feed bird of prey alpaca jerky? No, it definitely had the taste of like beef prime rib. But not... No, I wasn't crying again, Epic. Azine says, oh wow, there's your promotional picture for jerky. Not Ryan Johnson says, Mr. Miles, you're always first, even when you're not there. Derek McManus, though I'm drunk as a monkey. Oh, you're drunk, Derek. Understood. Carlos says, Azine, you're Brit as well. Cool. Not Ryan Johnson says, bird ate Turtistani jerky, indeed. Azine says, yep, to Carlo, he's a Brit. Derek says, well, that's paid promotion down the tubes. Yeah, we lost that promotion as quick as we had it. Easy come, easy go. Dan23 says, SpongeBob SquarePants has the pet snail, Gary. And in one episode, he tries to eat Gary's pet food and is disgusted by it. Well, I'm not surprised. It's pet food. Joseph says, does beef jerky sound dirty only to me, or is it generally a bad name? Beef jerky? No, it's fine. I think because jerky is so well known that when I hear beef jerky, I don't get bad thoughts. Let's put it that way. I think we're okay. Derek McManus is saying jump, and gold, pots of gold, flags, and rainbows. I don't know. Dan23 says, I had pork scratchings once. I didn't care for it. Yeah, pork grinds. I don't know if they're anything like pork scratchings. Pork grinds are something I've looked at and I've put down. I said, no, I don't think I'd like it. And worse, if I did like it, I don't want to ever eat more of these things. So I looked at the pork rind and I said, you know what? I've gone however many decades without having a pork rind. I can easily go the rest of my life without ever trying one and put them back down. Because it's a no-win. Either you don't like it and you're out a few bucks and you've got a terrible taste in your mouth, or you do like it and you're going to be frickin' buying pork rinds the rest of your life. Mike Richards says hashtag jerky fail. Epic Beard says remember to top chat those thumbs. Remember to top chat and thumbs down per Berg's request. Not right, Judges says how long until Thomas Potts makes a video about Bird and the jerky fail. It's not a fail. I tasted it. I didn't like it. In fact, I assumed that would be the outcome. That's why I warned people ahead of time. Derek says, Dan23, I threw a grenade into a small mud hut once, Not proud of it, but better them than me or my mates. I agree. Better them than you or your mates. Not sure where that came in. I guess it's because you're drunk. It's okay, Derek. You can share with the group. We're not here to judge. Plus, there's nothing wrong about that. Mike Richards says the moon is boring because we are hiding. Epic Beard says Kuroga has a jump drive. Who did they steal it from? Well, Carlo made the ship for me. Carlo says Kuroga has a great engineering team, indeed. Thomas Pond says I have like 6 Bird of Prey crash videos private. Surf Trictronics says birds sing God Save the Queen. Epic says they have practiced rebuilding birds' crash ships. They should be getting better. Mike Richards says thanks Bird of Prey, but since I'm 62, another 64 seems unlikely. Well then another 38 years. Okay, get you to the even 100. Azine says Carlo, yep, they can make replicators from rocks. Yes, Kurogan engineers indeed. Derek McManus says, Surf, I'll back that tune. So you want God Save the Queen and Danny Boy. I at least I've heard Danny Boy before. I guess I've heard God Save the Queen, but I have no recollection of what it sounds like. Yeah, Danny Boy's public domain, but the music probably isn't, so I still can't play the music. Jason Links is Bird of Prey, Alpaca Dia Leader, Hero of Kuroga. Probably God Save the Queen is probably public domain too. Carlos is Bird of Prey hasn't crashed since I joined. That's absolutely true. And I didn't crash for a while before you joined either. Roland says, hail. Carlo tells Azine it's a secret. Hail, Roland. Joseph says, so I saw the short track. So far, it's the best season 2 short track this season. Yeah. The Q&A short track. Another dumpster fire. It bodes badly because it was written by Michael Chabon, who is the showrunner for Picard, and if he butchers the original series as bad as he butchered Q&A, if he butchers Picard as bad as he butchered the original series in Q&A, it's just going to be worse. It's going to be Discovery level bullshit in Picard. I don't know. Why would they put that on television? Or streaming, for that matter. Why would they do that? In what world is Spock going to be singing? Okay? What world? And even their own lines. Oh, you don't ever be afraid to speak your mind, but you better be careful what you say. Stupid. And everybody liked what little we saw of number 1 in Discovery. We were hoping she was going to be a great possible character in a Pike Pike series, which we knew wasn't going to happen, but we could have hoped. Now we don't like her. It took less than 15 minutes to make her a terrible character. She had great potential, and in 15 minutes, you ruined her. I'd still watch, though, because, she is quite attractive. But, geez. It would never be a good track. Derek says we're going to need a bigger alpaca. Carlos says it's color, not color. Well, it is in where you're from, perhaps. Surf Trictronics says Bird does not like jerky and Anti-Trekker likes fruity drinks. What's really going on here? Well, I don't like the hard meat. I've said that already. Derek McManus says, hey, you're there, Joseph. Dan23 is a Brit too. Welcome, Dan23. Joseph says, hey, you're back, Derek. Azine says, Dan23, excellent. We're taking over. You already tried, Azine, and you guys lost it all. You lost it all. Derek says, my ambition is to photobomb Birdo Prey 5. Well, it's a great ambition. John Araki says, everyone's after birds at Lucky Charms. They're after me Lucky Charms. Epic Beard says, pork rinds are amazing. That's why I'm not going to eat them. Not Ryan Johnson says, alpaca rinds. Not Ryan Johnson, hashtag alpaca jerky fail. Derek says, the best pork rinds have hairs sticking out. Oh my god. Epic Beard says, does bird like any food? No coffee, no chicken, no jerky, no pork rinds, etc. I love food, obviously. But no, I don't like coffee. I love chicken. I just can't eat the chicken without it causing issues. But I still eat chicken from time to time. I mean, I love steak. I love burgers. I love beef. Okay, I love pasta. I love cheese. I love butter. Eggs. Eggs every morning. Every morning is eggs. Eggs and toast. 1 piece of toast. And 3 eggs. Yeah, love eggs, love cheese, love butter. I'm not the biggest sweets person. Like, Mom O'Prey loves the sweets. She loves ice cream and cake and cookies and stuff. I don't mind it. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind that stuff, but give me a burger over a cake any day. Okay? If you have a beautiful cake or a damn McDonald's cheeseburger, I'll take the cheeseburger any day. That's just me. Kronos is Qapla Bird, Mom O'Prey, Minions O'Prey, Sassy O'Prey. What did I miss? You missed me not enjoying trying jerky for the first time and it not going well. Mr. Trent 100. Have you seen the Disco Short Track Q&A? And when are you reviewing it at Almost Destroyed Anti-Trekker? Well, I did see it. I kind of reviewed it yesterday on my stream. Then that stream got deleted, but it is up on my Birdo Prey 5X channel. I don't intend to do a full review of this short track, although I believe when they release the next short track, I might do a back-to-back review of Q&A and the next short track as one video. Last time I did the short track reviews 2 short tracks at a time. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll wait for the next short track, which I believe is not too far away from coming out, and I'll just review them both at the same time. Hello?
Hello. This is your final notice from card member services. To get your interest rates reduced to...
No, it's not. Scams. All scams, Sassy. All scams all the time. So yeah, I'm going to wait for the next short track. I'll do an official review. But my quick review was that it was terrible. In fact, you probably just heard me talk about it 2 minutes ago. It was awful, and it doesn't bode well for Star Trek Picard. Dan 23 says, "Oh, Danny boy, the pipes, the pipes." Azine says, "Good Lord, I don't even want to hear God Save the Queen, and she's my queen." Lol. Kronos says, "How far behind is Bird?" That was at 4:57. Oh, only 7 minutes. Joseph says, "Villager of 10 years, slaughtering a pig and making all the stuff that can be done from the tasty animal. It was an interesting experience for a city boy. Pork rinds, yummy." Interesting. Carlos says, "Diplomatic incident on the way, lol, but us Brits don't care." Actor says, "Check your Discord, Birdo Prey, in Birdo Prey 5 videos." Check your Discord in Birdo Prey 5 videos. Oh. Huh. Okay, well, let's do that. It's going to take a second to open Discord, because I don't usually have it open. Let's see. Speaking of the pita jerky, they did send a sticker. Now, it's a little big to put up here, but I'm thinking to either cut this off and either put the people eating tasty animals up or just cut out the beef jerky outlet and put that on. I'll see. I'm leaning towards the people eating tasty animals half. It's a little big to put the entire sticker on. Okay, well, I have several messages, but I'm going to mine Bird of Prey 5 videos. Best rapper in the block, Birdem. Oh my god. Okay. So, I guess this was Hector's doing. He says, yeah, Epic Beard is lolling. The best rapper in the block. Bird Eminem. Okay, Bird Eminem. So, there you go. Thank you, Hector. Azine says honestly, it would be national anthems are royalty free. Getting copyright claim for being patriotic sounds wrong. Well, the song itself, like I could sing the song without any fear of copyright. However, the music, like the orchestra playing the music, they still get to copyright their rendition of the audio. So that's the problem. Dan23 says a lot of people thought Q&A was going to have Q in it. I was one of them. See, I thought they gave us the list of episodes in the order they were appearing, which would have made some sense. And Q&A was the last one, I believe, on the list, or second to last. So I said, oh, Q&A, that's probably a Picard one, because I figured it would come on right before Star Trek Picard. And, oh, Q&A could have Q in it. It could be a great episode. It could bridge us from whatever. And honestly, it was really just giving them too much credit. Way, way too much credit. Because I also thought it was going to be animated. Right? I thought maybe the A meant Q and animation. So I said, because they said 2 of the short tracks are going to be animated. And they said one of the short tracks was going to be a prequel to the Picard. So I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool? Then they could bring Q back in an animation. They wouldn't have to worry about him looking old because he could still do the voice. And you don't have to worry about why did he age if he's Q. And that would solve so many problems. Plus, it would bring Q back, who's a fan favorite. It just seemed like win-win-win, right? Everybody wins. No. But I forget I'm dealing with incompetent people. So I gave them too much credit that I thought Q would be in an episode titled Q&A. Anti-Trekker was right. I have to give him the credit. He knew not to believe that. And it was the simple Spock episode where he's ordered to ask her stupid questions. Actor says we want to see more of number 1. We wanted all her out of uniform, indeed. Chronos, good to see you, says Derek. John DeMarco says, hi, everyone. Welcome, John. Surf Trictronics says, Bird, Spock, and Una were really doing love in the elevator, but CBS censored it with singing instead. I certainly got the feeling that they were having a emotional, physical attraction to each other. And I still think that if there was ever a Pike series, that they might date or something, secretly, obviously, since she doesn't want anybody knowing she even knows her own science officer. Derek says, hey, John. Kronos is Derek trying to make birds sing again. Yes, he is. Azine is laughing too soon. Derek says, I'd give number 1 10 minutes of the good stuff. Mike Richards says, I don't like hard meat. I said that, yes. Shromore says, Bird of Prey, I'm convinced STD Dumpster Fire will turn out to be the lunatic ravings of the crazy writer Cisco dreamed in the DS9. Benny, he dreamed he was Benny in DS9. Brother Benny, I don't think so. I hope not, because Brother Benny dreamed of Deep Space Nine. It was real. He dreamed it. It was real. If they put Discovery, Michael Burnham does not belong anywhere near DS9. DS9 is great Trek. Burnham does not belong anywhere near it. She's not a vision. She's not a prophet. She's not anything. She's not even, if Q couldn't even conceive of just how messed up a universe Burnham is. The only explanation for Burnham is that she was a predestined time paradox or something, and the only way to save the universe is going to be destroying herself from ever existing. Nobody will ever remember her, and the universe will be saved. So she will be both the savior of and destroyer of the universe. Derek Kronos, I'll bribe him into it. John Aragis is Bird of Prey. It's a fussy eater. John Aragis is Bird of Prey is a fussy eater. What say you, Mama Prey? Sassy and fussy? Me. Oh, Mama Prey does say I'm fussy.
A fussy eater?
Yeah.
Yeah, many things.
She says, yeah, there's many, many things I don't eat. Like what? Tomato sauce, that's true.
Gotten better. You know which way it's hard to me?
Why? Oh, because Mama Prey's also a fuss eater, so you see.
I don't cook
Okay.
stuff I don't like.
Yeah, so Mama Prey doesn't cook the stuff she doesn't like, and most of the stuff she doesn't like, I don't like, so it works out. Robert Adams says, hi, science fiction fans. Welcome, Robert Adams. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, do you like American Dad and Family Guy? Yes, I do. I didn't watch last night's Family Guy yet. Mia and Nova, our neighbor's dogs, are passing. With the neighbor. Let's just give her a second. Oh, she's growling. Oh, who's out there, Sassy? This is what happens when you live stream from the living room. T-Berg says hello. T-Berg, Sci-Fi fan. Says, hello, Bird of Prey. Congratulations on your restaurant proprietorship. My restaurant proprietorship. Actor says, Bird of Prey, love cholesterol more than anything. Kronos says, food. It's what's for dinner. Derek says, next request is last piece of George. I'll get Uncle Ethan in it for a duet. The last piece of George? I have no idea what... Is that a song? Dan23 says, it would be funny if Seth MacFarlane put a Roger alien in the Orville somewhere. Yes, it would be. Dan23 says, scientists keep changing the facts on the egg. It can kill you, it won't kill you. The eggs are perfectly safe to eat. Okay, there's nothing wrong with eating an egg. Carlos says, everything in moderation. Derek says, I can see Doomcock and Gary Nerdrotic in the Orville background sometime. Well, Doomcock, I don't think he'd go on without his mask. Kronos is Bird of Prey. Forget to pay a bill or 5. Was it dark in here? Oh, we lost a couple of lights, blew out. And yeah, Mama Prey usually puts on another light. We forgot it. No, you don't have to put it on. It's okay. I'm fine. Yeah, we do have some lights off, Kronos. Good catch. Robert Adams says, my starship is a Klingon bird of prey, Burrell class. Excellent choice, Robert Adams. Great ship. Dan23 says, there's an episode of The Simpsons where Barney has Duff beer hooked up to his veins to take directly. Yes. And he says, just hook it to my veins. And then Duff Man has it. He starts an IV. I think it's an episode where he wins a lifetime supply of Duff. Just hook it to my veins. And he's like, no problem. Gets the IV started. Because, like, that's a common request or something. Derek says more beer. And that's the other thing. I don't drink beer. So you're right. That is, I guess I am fussy. Kronos is Dan23. That would be a time saver. Dan says the Simpsons episode where Homer eats all his food in a bar. In bar form. So he puts all this into a machine and turns the handle. It comes out as a bar. Yes. I remember the scene. I don't remember the details of the episodes. Robert Adams loved cat and dogs. Well, very cool. I certainly like dogs. I'm iffy on cats. Derek says, update for all you crazy bastards. I actually live in the town that Danny Boy was set to music in. Interesting. Dan23 says, TV where someone puts their food in a blender and then drinks it as an alternative diet thing. Carlos is best rapper in what? In the what? I don't know. Eminem is overrated, says Robert. He is now. In the day, he was pretty good. Yosef says that was an epic Tinder profile pic. Dan23 says Kronos, yeah, it tastes good. Derek says he will get it now. I lost this. He will. Yeah. He will. Okay, he will get it now. Kronos says you need more bling. I need more bling. Epic says now I want pork rinds and jerky. Dan23 is the first time I saw a Bird of Prey live video. He was singing California Girls by the Beach Boys, but I think he changed some of the lyrics. No, what I did was I did a Beach Boys that I set to pictures of SJWs when they got to California Girls. Like all the other girls were attractive women, and then when they got to California Girls, it was like pictures of, you know, freakish women, and Caitlyn Jenner was in there too, and Nancy Pelosi. Kronos says, did Bird explain why he didn't like the jerky? It's just not for me, Kronos. Carlos says, do not sing happy birthday, it's copyright. And you need to pay to sing it at every birthday party. I wonder if anyone's ever paid. Actually, Carlo, it used to be copyright. Somebody successfully sued and won. So as of like 4 years ago, or 5 years ago, it is now completely free to use. So all the restaurants that develop their own happy birthday song, they can technically sing the real happy birthday song if they wanted to. But nobody does. So, you know, it's just something families sing. And honestly, if I had had a business, I would have said, F it, sing the real song and let them try and sue me. Somebody finally did that. Somebody got sued, and the people who claimed ownership of the song got their asses handed to them in court for trying to claim copyright of such a song. Actor says Bird deduction logic put Adam West Batman to shame. Epic says he doesn't like hard meat. And Kronos says, oh my. John DeMarco says quality episode and short track are two phases that don't do well together. That is true. Sharon Moore says Una is an Irish name. Well, she could be Irish. Dan23 says my mum does not like Q. Really? Who doesn't like Q? Why? Epic Beard, so Bird doesn't like summer sausage and pepperoni too. No, that's right. I do not like summer sausage or pepperoni. Nicole Malo says Thanos are 6. Thanos are 6. I don't know what that means either, Sassy. Dan23 says in one Simpsons episode they cook a steak and then put it in a vape and then Grandpa smokes it. That must be a relatively recent episode. Carlos says you don't win friends with salad. Absolutely not. Josh Street says Bird of Prey, Burnham. Burnham is Q with her memories of being a Q. That is why she will be. No, she will not be on DS9. Don't upset me. Dan23 says Love in an Elevator is a song by Aerosmith. John DeMarco says, Behold, I have become Burnham, destroyer of worlds. Destroyer of canon, indeed. Nicole says, Dan, if they played that, I would know they were being male members. Lol. Kronos says, Bird of Prey, are you still making Karogan cheese under the couch? No. Josh reads his bird. No, I don't eat. No, we're not even talking about Beagle Bits. Mike Richards says, didn't you know Sassy owns the sidewalk? I know. They don't know for some reason. Dan says, Carlo, definitely like that. T-Berg says, Bird of Prey. I keep getting a signal saying, eat at Karoga Joe's. So I assumed you bought out the restaurant. Oh. Miss Londell's Groovy Movie says, Qapla, Miss Londell. Rambling Canuck says, hey, how are you, Bird of Prey? Welcome, Rambling Canuck. I was telling everyone how I was at your stream earlier today and how your daughter stole my birthday. Kronos says, don't drink beer unsubbed. I'm sorry, Kronos. I just never got the taste for it. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey is Chakotay from Voyager, vegetarian, because they mentioned he was, but I've seen him eat meat. Is Chakotay from Voyager vegetarian? Because they mentioned he was, but I seen him eat meat. Well, Dan23, I guess you'd have to wonder, what does being a vegetarian in the future mean? Because meat that they get out of a replicator isn't made by killing an animal. So, could you be a vegetarian in the future and eat replicated meat? I would say yes. If you're a vegetarian because you don't want to harm animals, then no animals were harmed in a replicator, whether you replicate a steak or a salad. So I would say yes, you could still be a vegetarian. You make the conscious choice not to eat anything that was a living animal before. You could do it. But I've never heard that Chakotay was a vegetarian personally. Surf Trictronics' Bird, your arch enemy is King Klingork, Bat of Prey. Shromore says, I don't drink beer either. I use it for cooking, though. I would use it for cooking if I cooked. Nicole says, whiskey for me when I can get it. Yeah. Ms. Londell says, speaking of beer, I could use a pint of Guinness about now, nice and cold, with very little foam on the top. Nicole says, short bus track and STD star trash. And Dan23 puts in a beer stein or mug. Joseph says, are we ordering drinks? Some nice rum would be nice. Kronos says, we only have Romulan ale. I don't know who you are anymore, Bird of Prey. You are picky. I've always been picky. Epic says, coconut rum, please. Mama Prey agrees. I've always been picky.
No.
Oh, she wanted coconut rum. Okay, both. Shromore says, Miss Lundell, movies, try Murphy's instead, Guinness. Much tastier stout. Snap Burnham out of the timeline. No, we're not going to talk about anything made of Beagle. Dan23 says, Disney tried to copyright the name Minnie so that only they could use it, but it didn't work. Miss Lundell says, Showmore, it's got, bitter aftertaste. I'm there. Mike Richards says, no pepperoni. I know Kuroga was evil. I don't mind other people eating pepperoni. It's just not for me. Like jerky. Yosef says, why are vegans always trying to recreate the taste of meat and cheese if they are refusing to eat it. Yeah. If you don't want to eat it, then don't eat it. Crow says, I haven't had a Guinness in years. Schronmore says, Mr. Lundell, Beernish is another fine stout. More bitter than Guinness. Cronus says, lol, Mom likes the rum. Nice. Oh, yeah, Mom O'Prey enjoys those types of beverages. Far more than me. Dr. Alex says, hello, Joe.
That sounds like a trick.
Well, she doesn't drink, but she would if she could. She would if she had the time and, didn't have the responsibilities of looking out for me. Chrono says the doctor is in, and Yosef says any rants today. Well, let me get Danny Boy out of the way. Let me see if I can find some, oh my God, picture of me as Eminem. Danny Boy. Well, you know what? I'm gonna risk it since it is public, whatever, domain. I'm not gonna put the volume up loud, but I will leave it playing. It's only 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, not even 3 minutes. We'll see what happens. If they claim it, I can always mute this section of the stream later. I don't claim to be good at singing Danny Boy. I mean, granted, I don't claim to be good at singing anything, but at least Sinatra and some songs I have, I know the words coming up. Danny Boy, I do not. So if this is insulting to you or your heritage, I'm sorry. Danny Boy in the style of traditional. Oh, Danny Boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the roses falling. 'Tis you, must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny Boy, I love you so. And if you come when all the flowers are dying and I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I will hear through soft you tread above me. And oh, my grave will warmer, sweeter be. For you will bend and tell me that you love me. And I will sleep in peace until you come to me. Written by public domain. Why? Yeah, so Derek, I hope you enjoyed that. Ozzy says, oh, this is going to be bad. Kronos is lolling. Actress's bird is inciting another war with the UK. Carlos says, morbid song. Yeah, I didn't realize how morbid it was. Showmore says, vegans are very dangerous to cannibals. The bitter and the toxic meat can be lethal. T-Berg says, I think some leprechauns just died. Epic Beard says, the pipes are corroding. Mom Frey's laughing. Dan23 says, in Voyager, Harry drank a meat byproduct and got an upset stomach. Would you drink meat? No. Not if I could help it. Josh Street says, lolling a T-Berg. Kronos says, my stomach is Brexiting. Wow. Nicole says, if I can keep it on the ground when I'm in Hammertown, I'll be Texas bound. Oh, is this a song? If I can keep it in the ground when I put in Hammer Down, I'll be in Texas bound and flying. Got my tin in the wind and all hang out. Agent cuss. You know you're gonna win if you ain't trying. I have no idea what that's from, Nicole. T-Berg says it's made of people. Actor says I found something worse than pipes. Mike Richards, the pipes are calling. Sponsored by Tegrity Farms. T-Berg says pipe your audio through HDMI on TV. Then you have mute. Lol. T-Berg says the pipes are calling. Flint, Michigan. Epic says, who is this Danny that Bird loves so much? Actor says Danny Trejo. T-Berg says, oh, Anti-Boy. The guns are crying. Anti-Boy. Actor says, oh, right, he doesn't know who he is. That's true. T-Berg says, a turd they went to blast today. Surf says, new name for data, Theta. Theta. Dan23 says, SpongeBob SquarePants had drinkable sausage canned bread. I canned bread in a shop recently. Wow. Mike Richards says, Danny Brodunce. Danny Bondunce. Kronos says, I'm surprised that Sassy isn't howling yet. Poor Mama Pray. Josh reads his bird, I think the country is getting ready to sue you. Showmore says, actor, how could anyone not know who Manchetti is? Oh, right, I know who he is now. Dan23 says, a lot of people don't like pineapple pizza. Yeah, I don't think I'd be for it, though. You know what? I would try it, although I have never tried it. Showmore says, bird of prey, you did Ireland proud. Really? Yosef says, that was acceptable. But after yesterday's, even my wife can sing, and I will survive. By the way, credit card expired. The new one did not arrive. Weird. No problem, Yosef. Dan23 says, what is moon pie? I don't know. Nicole says, Smokey and the Bandit too. Well, I didn't see either. Nicole says, it's time to add cheese to the pasta. Hungry. Yeah, some nice mac and cheese. What was it? God save the Queen. Oh, rant. Let's see if I got something to rant about. Well, the best way to find a rant is to go to Twitter. Let's see. Well, you guys can look at what I'm looking at. I don't know who this guy is. Cory Booker, if you come after Joe Biden, you're going to have to deal with me. Whatever. I don't know. Some guy said something. How's this hateful conduct? Yeah, but he's sticking up for Biden. I don't know. That's Dibs. Breaking. Ilhan Omar files for divorce from husband Ahmed Hirsi amid affair allegations. Ilhan Omar files for divorce from husband after allegations represent Ilhan Omar has filed for divorce from father of her 3 kids, alleged allegations that she had an affair with a DC-based... So she was having the affair. Interesting. If only I cared about her, I might be able to get some type of rant out of that. She already divorced her brother, so... breaking, lots of rumors that Hillary Clinton is going to enter the race. Which means Trump could end her career for the 2nd time and have the best encore in human history. I don't know. People are saying she could enter the race.
Just stay home and be a grandmother.
Mama Pray saying Hillary should just stay home and be a grandmother. Donald Trump Jr. says, I can't keep up. Is that a brother husband or a different husband? About Omar filing for divorce. Who is this? Wrong answers only. For Yoda. Pretty much. Okay. Hillary Clinton thinking about running for president in 2020 according to multiple sources. Wow. I don't think I can rant about it because why does Data look so effed in the Picard trailer from STD Sucks? Doomcox Joker explained. Beagle brings down the ranting. Beagle brings down the ranting possibility. Oh, what is this? Hundreds of classic Simpsons episode. One awesome collectible set. The Simpsons complete seasons 1 through 20. Limited edition. Comes to DVD 12/3 with only 1,000 copies available. You want to pre-order yours now. Wow. But if they've removed the Michael Jackson episode, then what the hell is the point? It's not complete. I'm going to have to. $549? Yeah, why buy it on DVD? Season 20 was the last season they did in 480p before the upgrade to AD. Without it being remastered, there's no reason to do it on Blu-ray. That makes sense. Did anybody ask about the Michael Jackson episode? Will Stark Raving Dad be included? That's what I want to go. Hashtag MJ Innocent. Also, why would creators remove this iconic yet controversial episode? It was harmless, indeed. Apparently the episode's been put back into rotation? Really? Did that actually happen? Stark Raving Dad back in Simpsons? I don't know. Stark Raving Dad, Wikipedia, plot, production, alternative opening. Why isn't this showing up? In the 1992 rerun of the episode featured a brief alternate opening which was written in response to a comment by then President of the United States George Herbert Walker Bush 3 days earlier. Can you imagine when they could do changes in 3 days? Now it takes them like a year and a half to do something. The show had previously had a feud with President's wife Barbara Bush when October 1st edition of People, she called The Simpsons the dumbest thing she had ever seen. Okay. Unproduced sequel. A year after Stark Raving Dad aired, the writers planned a sequel in which Qapla returns, this time claiming to be the pop star Prince. The script was written by freelancers and polished by Conan O'Brien. According to Rice, they saw Qapla encourage Springfield residents to loosen up and become more flamboyant and more sexually open. Prince agreed to voice Qapla and sent notes about what his character would wear, but the writers discovered Prince was referring to a script that had been written by his chauffeur. Prince disliked their script and demanded the other one be used, but the writers refused. The script became one of the few unproduced Simpsons scripts. Reception, reruns. After Jackson's death in 2009, initially denying he was the voice behind the character, Fox Network reran Stark Raving Dad on July 5th in tribute. The producers had intended to air the episode on June 28th, 3 days after Jackson's death, but could not resolve problems with syndication rights, so the Do the Bartman music video was aired instead. The producers screened the episode first, and the only change they made, which was unrelated to Jackson, was the blurring of a phone number. And there's nothing in here about it being removed from circulation. What happened to you, Wikipedia? The Simpsons pulled its episode. That was a mistake. It doesn't get to hide from the past. It doesn't have to hide from anything. While Brooks is correct that Fox has the right to pull the episode, he's wrong that it is simply like editing a book for a new edition. Absolutely. People of good faith can come to any number of interesting disagreements of how to handle the art-artist relationship. Slate's recent coverage of Leaving Neverland and Michael Jackson attests to this. Questions about what we do with the work of a difficult, abusive, or terrible people are in some ways unresolvable because at their heart are questions we answer emotionally. The principles and rationales we apply usually buttress things we've already decided, and with most reasoning, our hearts make up our minds, not the other way around. This gets even more complicated when it comes to Stark Raving Dad. Jackson did not write Stark Raving Dad, is not visually represented in it, and he does not have his name on it. He voices a character which looks nothing like him and receives no on-screen credit for doing so. The role is attributed to John J. Smith. The song Leon sings for Lisa's birthday isn't even sung by Jackson, but a Jackson impersonator named Qapla. The song, which Jackson wrote, appeared on the Simpsons album, was credited to W.A. Mozart. It's an odd situation. Jackson's involvement in the episode is minimal, but he's also essential to it working. He's not essential to it working. Any Jackson impersonator could have done that voice. I'm genuinely unsure how I feel about revisiting Stark Raving Dad anytime soon. But you can't decide. Why are you unsure? While I agree with this guy, he shouldn't be removing it. Even he is too much about it. I mean, if we did everything by history like this, then Mein Kampf would no longer ever be printed. You wouldn't be able to read it. Stark Raving Dad, Michael Jackson's erasure continues from pop culture. Unproven allegations. Nothing here says they brought it back. Let's see. Maybe they have it listed on this. Where do you buy it from? Best Buy. No, you're not going to know my location. $549. What the hell are they thinking? I don't care how much of a fan I was. $549. Especially if you're a Simpsons fan, you probably already have all the seasons you could already have. Frequently bought together. Nothing. Is there nowhere to add a question? How are they selling it through Best Buy and only going to have 1,000 copies? Yeah, I'm going to be 12-month financing on a DVD order. That sounds right. Well, I've got to ask. Let's see if The Simpsons tweeted about this box set. The one way to live a life well spent is collecting the Simpsons stuff. Pre-orders now open. Okay, somebody had to ask them on here. Any news for UK fans? Wait for the complete series set. Somebody's got the Legos. I've never seen a DVD box set with a payment plan before. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, I want one DVD. Yeah, about Stark Raving Dad. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Will it include all the behind-the-scenes extra footage? No UK release. Oh, holy cow. I hope Latin America. Nope. Sorry, Latin America. I already own seasons 1 to 13. Does that make me a nerd or just a massive Simpsons fanatic? Where's the reply? Does it really have every episode from seasons 1 through 20, including Stark Raving Dad? Do I expect an answer? No. No, I don't. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know if they answer me. Okay, well, maybe I can look at the news. Maybe something will stick out. Extreme measures being considered to protect whistleblower's identity if he talks to Congress. So it's a guy. Trump taxes. President's ordered to turn over returns to Manhattan DA. I don't care. Wife of U.S. diplomat flees UK after fatal car crash. Oof. NASA stunned. Scientist asked, was Einstein wrong after object broke laws of physics? Why do I think this is fake bullshit news? A NASA scientist questioned whether Albert Einstein's theories over space were inaccurate after the Hubble telescope recorded an object traveling 5 times the speed of light. An archive documentary reveals. Okay, obviously that is a problem with the telescope. It didn't actually record something going 5 times the speed of light. Einstein was the theoretical physicist behind the theory of relativity, one of the 2 key pillars for the foundation of modern physics. For the special relativity theory, the German-born genius set the speed of light at 186,000 miles per second, of which nothing can travel faster. Well, nothing with mass can travel faster. However, scientists are now questioning this after it was revealed NASA's Hubble telescope had spotted thousands of objects traveling over 5 times the speed of light in a distant galaxy. Okay, here's the problem. The Hubble telescope is not a radar gun in space. You cannot measure the speed of something with the Hubble telescope. You can imply the speed from the blue shift or the red shift, depending whether something is traveling away from you or toward you. However, this is implying speed under a bunch of assumptions. If you're getting a speed that is 5 times the speed of light, it is far more likely that your assumptions are wrong rather than something is actually going 5 times the speed of light. The phenomenon, which was captured by scientist Robert Williams in 1995, was spotted in the galaxy known as Messier 87. The astronomer who served as the director of Space Telescope Science Institute from 1993 to 1998 laid bare the details of the encounter during a NASA Unexplained Files series. Oh my God, I watched that series on History Channel. He said in 2014 there were no bright stars, no known radio sources. It was just trying to pick out a random area of the sky that we know nothing about. It wasn't until we added them all up that it was apparent that there were 2,500 galaxies. Okay, yes, that's the famous picture of the Hubble that's been colorized. They seem to be going away from us at faster than the speed of light. Right, because your assumptions are wrong, idiot. Then Dr. Schloth, who is currently the senior astronomer for SETI Institute, explained why this breaks the laws of physics. He said, you just can't send physical objects or even information faster than the speed of light. The speed of light is the ultimate speed limit. Was Einstein right or maybe slightly wrong? Or is there some way to beat Einstein's warping by warping space? The narrator of the documentary explained further why scientists were so stumped. He detailed everything in nature is based on a simple fact. If something violates constant speed, the laws of physics break down. Something was somehow violating one of the universe's most fundamental flaws. There may be a logical answer, though. Yes. Pretty much all galaxies have a central black hole that periodically draws in stars and gas clouds. The gas begins to swirl down the drain and heats up magnetic fields, focus some of it into jets of hot plasma. The jets shot out velocities to near but not faster than the speed of light. When a telescope is aimed into the sky towards M87, this lance of plasma is askew. Instead of pointing exactly at our line of sight, it's angled a bit to the right. Right, because there's a left and right in space. He said, picture a single glowing blob of plasma starting at the base of this path and emitting a ray of light, both of which travel towards Earth. Now wait 10 years. In that time, the blob has moved closer at a sizable fraction of the speed of light. That gives the rays emitted from that later position a few light years head start on the way to us. If you compare the first and second images from Earth's perspective, it looks like the bob has just moved across the sky to the right. But because the second position is also closer to us, its light has been less far to travel than it appears, so that seems to have arrived faster than it actually did, as if the blob spent those 10 years traveling at ludicrous speed. That's the explanation. I'm sorry. You can't throw out Einstein based on something the Hubble telescope thinks they saw. You need to do direct observation if you're going to say that you've changed the fundamental laws of physics, that they are wrong. I gotta see this episode, though, of NASA's Unexplained Files. They actually do have a few good episodes. There was some stuff I've seen in that I haven't seen in anything else. Mamo Pray, I'm just wondering, they're going to ask, do you have any tale for today?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
Okay, well, when you're ready. When you're ready. I'll read some comments in the meantime.
Yeah, it's not a long one.
Okay. Sure. Any news on Anti-Trekker's health? Actor, he was at Rambling Canuck stream earlier today. He said that he had gotten physical therapy at 7 a.m. this morning, and he has to remain in bed the rest of the day. So I'm not sure if that means no stream tonight, or if he's going to stream from his phone, or if that just meant the rest of the day and not the rest of the 24 hours. So honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but that was he was on Rambling Canuck stream about 4 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Eastern. So he was okay. He had the physical therapy, and he was, able to chat with us in the stream. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, the real Slim Shady. I'm Slim Shady. Shady, yes, I'm the real Slim Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating me. So won't the real Slim Shady please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Absolutely. Don't worry, Bird. The Partridge Family was before your time, says Mike Richards. I've seen the Partridge Family, and I much prefer the Brady Bunch. The camera's off. You can come. Yeah. Mr. Lundell says if Democrats have half a brain, they'll tie Hillary up and sack toss it in the closet until the election is over. Okay. Hello, Mamo Pray. Welcome to the microphone.
Welcome to the microphone. Hi, all. I think I'm losing my voice already, but I'm going to try this. Hope everybody's doing well. And I've got a couple of stories. I will call them pre-bird, because Mamo Pray wasn't always this calm, older lady that has no problem living my life the way I do now. I am grateful that I have the opportunity to take care of Joe. I wouldn't have it any other way. But years and years ago, I was a young pre-Mamo Pray, and I grew up in Brooklyn, which I guess isn't the calmest part of the city or the calmest part of the country. And back in the day, people did not call 911 for everything. I don't even know if we had 911. But in any case, my father, Grandpa O'Prey, owned a bar, a neighborhood corner bar and grill that catered to neighborhood people. The neighborhood was a blue-collar neighborhood. It was, I guess, on the low end of middle income, but all family people. It was a good neighborhood. I mean, I enjoyed being there as a kid, but I was maybe a little older than a child. Say I was 19 or 20 when Grandpa O'Prey bought the bar that had been his friends for years. And as I said, it was mostly calm people. They'd go in, talk to their friends, watch whatever they watched on TV. Wasn't a trouble place. One evening, I think it was Halloween or just about Halloween, decorations were up. Now, let me go back to this neighborhood had got at least 1 to 2 bars on every corner. And I was with my father. He was working behind the bar, and I stopped in. And the bar was pretty full. I don't know, there was about 6 guys that came in that just weren't from the neighborhood. They didn't pull out a gun and rob anybody, but you just knew they were up to no good. And let me explain. My father was, I guess, about 60 years old. He wore glasses that were like Coke bottles, because back in the day when you had cataract surgery then, that's the kind of glasses you wore. There were no other options. And so these guys come in, and like I said, you see an older man behind the bar with thick glasses, and just neighborhood people sitting there. And I don't know, I think they each ordered a beer or something, but I knew they were just up to no good. Now, obviously this was pre-cell phones, so I went to the trusty telephone booth in the bar, sat down, and called a bar about 4 blocks away where I knew my brother was. Well, within 10 minutes, not even, there were 8 cars packed with guys. My brother, his friends, friends from other bars, and they just walked in and circled the place. Now, they didn't have guns. Nobody had guns, but they did have baseball bats and anything else you could think of in their hands. But now, in these 10 minutes, these guys were getting more vocal, and now everybody knew they were trouble, not just me. And my brother walked up to them, and he said, "I don't think you people want to be here. I really don't."
People.
Yeah, that's the word. Now, this had nothing to do with race. Everybody involved, basically was white. I mean, the bar had basically white people at that time. So it wasn't race. It was, they just were looking for trouble. And it was just so nice the way all these guys showed up and escorted them out. They just nicely escorted them out. And of course, we never saw them again. Do I know they were? Yeah, I knew. They just, their tone of voice, their, what's the word I'm thinking of? Harassing people, but in a, they didn't, like I said, they didn't come out and say, give me your wallet or something like that. Intimidating, thank you. They were just there trying to intimidate. And, well, that was one issue, one time. Then, a little bit later on, a guy that was pretty much a regular was having a dispute with my father. This guy was about 30, 35 years old, and like I said, my father was about 60. I don't even know what they were disputing about. My father took off his glasses. Now, he could not see without his glasses. They have 2 cataract operations that weren't, at that time, they weren't fixed in surgery. So anyway, and he came around the bar to this guy. Well, this time I did see a gun. And being stupid daughter that I was, I just stepped between the guy with the gun and my father. And I said, Phil, you don't want to do this. I said, because if you want to shoot him, you got to shoot me first. By the time I said that, again, about 4 other people at the bar just came over and carried Phil out under both his arms. Never saw Phil again. I know he was alive and well, but he never came into the bar. So these are a couple of Mamo Prey stories. But the one that is most relevant in today's Me Too world is a short one. I worked on Wall Street, and it was summertime, but it had been raining in the morning. And at, I don't know, whatever time, 5 o'clock, I go down into the subway station, and I'm walking along in the subway station, and it's pretty crowded. And I'm carrying my umbrella in my right hand, and this man is coming the opposite direction on my left side. This only took a second, but as he got close to me, he reached his hand up and grabbed my breast and squeezed it. Before his hand was off my breast, the point of my umbrella was between his legs. He bent over in pain. I just kept walking. A couple of people saw it happen and gave me like a thumbs up sign. Good for you. I walked to the end of the platform, sat down, caught my train, and went home. That's just the way we handled things back then. I guess, I could have, whatever, but all he...
You were victimized.
Yes, I was. I was victimized, but so was he at the end. I actually sat down and laughed. Anyway, that was a couple of pre-Mamo Prey stories. I'm sorry that if I upset you, Joe, with these stories.
Good stories.
I've
heard most of them.
One more.
Yeah, go ahead.
This
we got 35 people. We got more people than when I was.
Well, this is not where I was a victim.
Even better.
I think some of you have seen pictures of Dado Prey. Dado Prey was 6'2" and over 300 pounds, even on the day we got married. Anyway, it was whatever, Friday night, Saturday night, we were going out to dinner, and as I said, this was pre-Mamo Prey. I don't know if we were dating or we were just married, but we were going out to dinner, and my mother and my sister and Dado Prey and myself, there might have been other people there too, but I remember that. This woman was coming out of the restaurant, and she was stumbling a little bit. looked like she might have had 1 or 2 drinks, but she came out and made some remark about Dad O'Prey being fat. Again, I didn't stop and think. As she walked past me, my left foot went out in front of her, and she fell. I kept walking. My sister caught it. What did you do? I said, I tripped the bitch. Okay. Now I'm a nice, calm old lady. And I'm happy being a nice, calm old lady. And those were the...
Well, I tripped someone. Why don't you tell them about that?
Oh, yes. Yes. Joe did trip someone. Okay. Between Bert O'Prey and Sister O'Prey, there's 2 years and a couple of weeks. So Bert was just 2 years old, and Dad O'Prey brought him up to the hospital to see me and meet Sister O'Prey for the first time. Now, I had a C-section, so I had stitches, actually staples, and I couldn't walk too well. This was the day after I gave birth.
Indications negative
And
at this time.
it was so nice. Little Bert O'Prey came up to the hospital, brought me a bouquet of flowers. I was so happy. And now we're going to walk to the nursery to see Sister O'Prey for the first time. I'm walking behind Dad O'Prey and Bert O'Prey because I can't walk very fast. I'm bent over with stitches. And along comes a nurse. Well, Bert O'Prey decided he should trip the nurse. Well, she stumbled. And, oh, God, I'm so sorry, little boy. Did I hurt you? Did I hurt you? Well, I'm laughing. I'm bent over in the hallway of the hospital. I mean, it took all that I had not to leave a puddle where I was laughing so hard. She was so apologetic. But anyway, that's his tripping story.
Yeah, poor nurse.
Yeah.
That's Dad O'Prey up at the Citrus Tower that used to be in Claremont, Florida, outside Orlando.
I wouldn't.
JetBlue hat.
I wouldn't go up.
No, me and Mom O'Prey stayed at the bottom. Sister O'Prey and Dad O'Prey went up. Why didn't we go up? Well, Mom O'Prey didn't want to go up because of the elevator. I didn't want to go up because they warned that there were bees up there, or wasps.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. I didn't care. Any type of stinging insect, no thanks. I go, it's a beautiful view. I don't care. Not going up. I'll see the pictures.
Speaking of Claremont,
Yes.
do you remember the time you were driving?
Frank Palomeri with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Big guys need defenders too.
That's true. Oh, there's more stories. Oh, the Claremont.
Right.
We were in a convertible. You were driving. Sister O'Prey was in the front seat.
Yes, the bee in the
convertible. Yes, the bee in the convertible.
Yeah.
And I'm in the back seat, and I thought you two were going to kill me. Let him tell you this
you
one.
would have thought I was going to kill you because I was the one driving.
I know, and panicking over the bee.
I don't like bees.
But we were in a convertible.
Sister O'Prey decided she needed a convertible, and we had to need the roof down because I didn't fit with the roof up. I don't think.
Yeah.
It would have been very, very tough for me, 6'4" of me, to get into the convertible. I don't even know why I was driving, to be honest. It was Sister O'Prey's car in Sister O'Prey's city. Why was I driving? I have no idea.
Because you like to drive.
Well, that's true. But, yeah, it was a bee, and I did not like it. it wasn't something I usually had to deal with, because when I would drive in, the city, the windows would either be closed, or God forbid a bee did fly into the Jeep once or twice, and I just pulled over and left the door open until the bee flew out.
Well, that's my stories for this evening, guys.
I would guess that's as close to Dad O'Prey at the time of the story.
Yeah, maybe looked a little heavier from the front, but the woman was not nice, and needless to say, if you go back to where we're walking in together,
right?
I mean, he's 6'2", I'm 4'11". I probably had heels on there. So, it might have just been his size and in comparison to my size, but she wasn't nice, so she tripped. Good night, all. Have a good night. Thanks for listening to an old lady rant.
Hello, everybody. Well, since she was talking about Dad O'Prey, I figured I'd go through some pictures. I was going to do this actually on Friday because, Dad O'Prey's birthday was October 9th. So, but these are the pictures I have up at the... I didn't know what to do when he passed away, so I was able to make websites, so I made a website for him, just to keep myself busy. A lot of years, a lot of pictures over a lot of years. He lost a lot of weight towards the later years. He was a lot bigger when I was young. He was a lot bigger when I was young. And to be honest, when we were young, there weren't as many big people. These days, you go out to a restaurant, a public, or a mall, there's quite a few big people. When I was young, he really stood out, more so than he would have today. But, like me, he was a very nice guy. Unless you were a car dealership trying to screw him, in which case he would put his fist through your wall. Or the doctor. And there you go. DJ, if you're here, I can hear the ringing. Okay, guys. Let me read the last of the chats, and I think we're going to call it a day. Mr. Lundell says, Bird of Prey, all they have to do is put that particular episode... Oh, now it's really dark. All they have to do is put that particular episode there on Blu-rays and a standalone episode, charge $1,000 for a single episode and be done with it. Except, I don't think that would ever fly. You can download the episode, not quite legally for absolutely free, and hell, for $50, you could buy not even, for $20, $20, you could buy an SD card that holds every single Simpsons episode ever created. Chrono says $550 would be better spent on a new computer. Indeed. Hector said any news on Anti-Trekker's health, and I read what I had. Somebody said that Anti-Trekker's first BedLife will be coming today, but hopefully it'll just be the one episode. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, the speed of light can change, though, through gravity distortion. It's the perception of how we see it that it's traveling faster. Yes. However, I think these people actually think it's moving faster, and I just suspect their assumptions are wrong. Epic Beard says Tesla had a better concept of the universe. than Einstein? I don't know about that. Tesla invented a hell of a lot of great stuff, but Mama Prey is unfortunately outside, but I will let her know. Everybody said hello to her. Darth Raven says, Bird of Prey. Hey, Mama Prey. Aaron Matthews says, hey, Bird of Prey. Hey, all, what did I miss? Oh, quite a lot. I sang Danny Boy. Well, I don't know. We talked about Simpsons. We talked about the speed of light. And I just read a lot of comments at the beginning. Shromor says, I thought the story would be Mama Prey dealing with those guys causing trouble with dual-wielding baseball bats. Shromor says, bravo, Mama Prey 5, indeed. T-Berg says, smash that like button. Tiki of Doom says, these stories are awesome. They are. Carlos is good for you, Mama Prey. No one should be victimized. Kronos is one tough pre-Mama Prey. Nicole says, Tiki of Doom, indeed. Don't mess with Mama Prey, says Aaron Matthew. Mike Richards says, don't mess with small women from New York. Absolutely. Nicole says, and Anifa Cat Dad had one for a while. Crazy little vehicle, lots of fun. The 6-wheeled buggy. I mean, oh yes, we called it the ATV. That 6-wheeler. A lot of fun, that thing. My father was selling it because every time we would go up, we want to drive it, and he would spend 2 days working on it to get it to run. Then it would run for like 4 hours, and then we'd have to leave to come home. So finally he said, enough is enough, let's just sell it. He got it working. Somebody was riding it. He said, are you sure you know how to drive this? They assured him he did. And they promptly drove it right into a tree and split it in half. So the guy says, well, I guess I'm buying it. And Dad O'Prey said, yep, guess you are. I miss it. I was driving the ATV when I crashed it into Dad O'Prey's brand new Lincoln Town Car. It was the first time I was driving it alone, and I forgot to set the brake. I parked it on the hill. The hill was sloping towards the car. I got out, and the thing started rolling. I panicked. I tried to push it with my body, but I couldn't stop it. And it went right into the corner, the back rear corner, and smashed the taillight. And I felt so bad. I was so worried to tell Dad. He was going to freak out. But surprisingly, he didn't. He didn't. He took it well. Yeah. Proof that Bird of Prey 5 is evil. Oh, because I tripped a nurse? I was definitely less nice when I was younger. I'll be honest. Like I also bit that kid, but that kid had it coming. I don't think the nurse had anything coming. T of Doom says, too many wasps. You being like Elizabeth Warren. Many people are saying thank you, Mama Prey, and you did great, and everybody's happy. What?
Before I say it, did you any news on Alice Quebec?
No. Did you hear news?
Yeah, I'm looking it up to see where it's coming from.
Okay. Darth Ravens is Bird of Prey. Something you never missed is the wind blowing through your hair. No, I never missed the wind blowing through my hair, although I did have hair when I was younger. I do miss when you used to drive and you used to put your hand out the window, usually when you were a passenger, and you could make your hand into the shape of a wing, and you could ride the air up and down as the car's moving at like 40 or 50 miles an hour. and you could zoo, 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 like you had a wing, and you were exploring the concepts of aerodynamics with your very own hand, that a closed hand actually is the shape of a wing. It's bigger on top than the bottom, so the air pressure. The fundamentals of lift, it's all there. Darth Ravens' Bird of Prey, you look like you were happy growing up. I was pretty happy, I think. Yeah. What's up?
Okay. According to CNN, Fox News, and some others, apparently Alex and CBS, Alex Trebek said that his pancreatic cancer may mean the end of his time as Jerky.
No, that's very sad. So Mama Prey is just found reports on CNN, Fox News, and other big sites that Alex Trebek, the host of Jeopardy, longtime host of Jeopardy, has announced, well, his pancreatic cancer had come back after he thought he had beat it. He announced it had come back some time ago, and his latest announcement today is that it looks like the pancreatic cancer might mean the end of him being able to host Jeopardy. So, the end of an era if he's got to step down from Jeopardy, and obviously we all wish the best for Alex Trebek. But, pancreatic cancer is one of, if not the worst cancers to have. So, we all wish him the absolute best. I don't get to watch Jeopardy much these days, but I always enjoyed it. And always enjoyed Alex Trebek. As a kid, I was very happy. Later on, it got iffy. Certainly, there were things I was happy about. There were things I was not. Jason Link says, great stories, Mamo Prey, and great stream, Birdo Prey 5. Thank you so much, Jason. And Mamo Prey thanks you. Joseph says, Birdo Prey, Joe, you are on the dark side. I mean, the picture is dark. Yes, I know. We have two problems. One is one of the light bulbs that's usually on blew out. And two is as the light that Mamo Prey usually turns on before I start is off. But at this point, we'll just leave it off. We're going to be ending very soon. Darth Ravens says, Bird of Prey, I bet you got some beatings. No, they didn't really hit me. Very, very, very rarely. Very rarely. And when they did, it wasn't hard. It was more like just to get my attention. What'd you say?
I remember once.
Mama Prey.
Smacking you on the behind when you were like 4 years old and stepped into the street.
Mama Prey says, once when I was 4 years old, she slapped me on the behind because I was 4 years old. I stepped into the street. So I had to get a lesson for stepping into the street. So she adhered her. She admitted to child abuse. I'll be calling the police on her now. So if anybody has somebody who's willing to slave away here 24/7 for the foreseeable future, please let me know as I turn in Mamo Prey. Darth Ravens' Bird of Prey, dude, you look like a mafia in your Facebook photos. No, I just look like a regular New York guy. Not even just a regular guy. I think you're just thinking that I look like mafia. Plus, we know the mafia doesn't exist. Mike Richards is Anti-Tracker. Oh, Anti-Tracker is here. He looks like he's part of the mafia, and he misspells mafia because he is. Welcome, Anti-Tracker. Anti-Tracker says, hey all, not sure if I'll be able to stream tonight. I will if I can. Anti-Tracker, obviously your health comes first. We hope you can, but if you can't, we will watch one of your old streams instead. Anti-Tracker says, Thomas, thanks for holding down the fort. Oh, Thomas is Anti-Tracker. Hello, we miss you on the Space Engineer server, though everything in Turkestan is going good. Very cool. And Thomas or Anti-Tracker, whoever gets to Space Engineer server first, if you haven't already, please... Huh?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Please go ahead and make peace with the administrative faction if you haven't already. Carlos is Bird of Prey. Better your mom hitting you than a car. Indeed. Indeed. Darth Ravens is Bird of Prey. Mama Prey. Remember, I bet you with a brick, Joe. You don't remember that your mother smiles. I know opens drawer and sees a blood-stained brick that says, used in case of annoyance, she rubs. Birdo prays, okay. Says, Mamo pray, I remember I bet you with a brick. I bet you with a brick, Joe, that I don't remember. That your mother smiles, I know, opens a drawer, and sees a blood-stained brick that says, use in case of annoyance, she rubs. Darth Raven, you got half of a coherent thought there, man. I don't know which. If I take out some words, it means it's something entirely different. If you want to try again. T-Berg says, don't forget, eat at Kuroga Joe's. Yep, eat at Kuroga Joe's. Darth Raven says, Bird of Prey, it one day, old friend, one day. Carlos is Anti-Tracker. I'm watching your Borg playlist. Nearly finished. Very cool. Thomas is peace accepted. Very cool. Joseph is Anti-Tracker. We will watch Bird of Prey stream from yesterday so we can share the suffrage with you. Yes, the suffrage. So much suffrage. We've got to end the suffrage. With that, guys, I think we'll end the suffrage for tonight. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for all the kind words. I know you all prefer Mama Pray to me. It's okay. We're okay with that. Qapla all, and sorry about the jerky. It's just not for me. Qapla. Bird of Prey 5, did you see the guy on the beach in California asking women, do they want to end women's suffrage? That was if that's the same thing, the Man Show, the Man Show did a skit on ending women's suffrage back in the day. I don't know if that's the same thing, but they did it. They were the first ones that I know of who did it.
If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/BirdoPray5.
Good night, everyone.
Take care.